Hey, what's up guys, Solo Productions here with another video. Today I'm here with another story time. By the way, as you're watching this, look at the scoreboard because we just demolished the other team. I just wanted to say I'd point that out. Anyways, back to the story. So today we're going to be telling the story of the worst comedian ever. And so this was a girl. Her name was, I'm not going to say the name for obvious reasons. We'll call her K. K? We'll call her K. Alright, so basically in 5th grade, people who went to my school know exactly what I'm talking about. So in 5th grade, I sat next to this girl named K, right? And there is a certain thing about her. And aside from the fact she would flirt with me, like, I would be sitting down and all of a sudden she would, like, poke me in the side and start laughing, which, that got really freaking annoying. Anyways, so, basically one day, our teacher is, teaching us about, like, we're doing class president stuff, we're running for, class president, and he teaches us about bandwagon, right? And and she raises her hand as he's basically describing bandwagon, and he answers her, and she says, "What do you call a?" God. She says, "Why do they call it a bandwagon?" And keep in mind, the entire class was completely silent, and the teacher's like, "Why?" And she says, "Because it's a band playing on a wagon." And the entire class just sat in silence, pure and utter silence, and looked at. Nobody even cracked a smile. It was the worst joke of all time. And the teacher's response is freaking hilarious. He just says, "Whatever," and just turns around and teaches again. So here's the thing. This isn't the only worst comedian ever. We also have another worst comedian in the exact same grade that was in my class also. His name, we'll call him M. Now this guy was a very strange person. Like every time he'd raise his hand, he would always like flop over his desk and he'd like fall over just to raise his hand. So anyways, he also had a really bad joke. And he told Ethan it. But he also told me. So basically, we had this thing called mini economy or something like that, where you basically work for a certain job in this fake world or whatever. And me and we were both stock market owners. And so we were doing mini economy. It was at the end of the day, and we were packing up, getting ready to put all the stocks or all the checks away in the stock basket. That's what we call it. And as we're doing that, he turns to me and he says, "Hey Dylan, I got a joke for you." And I was like, "Oh God." And he said, "What do they call it?" God, this is so stupid. "What do they call it a sidewalk?" And I was like, "Why?" And he said, "Because you walk on the side." And if you don't believe me, ask Ethan, ask anybody in my 5th grade class, because I'm not making this up. It's a literal joke that he told me. And you know what? For the rest of my life, every time I think of jokes, every time I'm trying to think of a joke to tell somebody, I'll go up to them and say, "Hey, you know what? Why do they call it sidewalk?" And they'll be like, I don't know. "Because you walk on the side."